Oh. Cool. Whose abode? Ram's abode. Whose abode? Ram's abode. Dog, luck isn't real.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL.
Luck is fake.
Is on the air. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out.
Dog, I'm doing No Shave November and it's not going well. It's so patchy. Oh, all of my dudes are tired. That's fun. GG's. GG's.
A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off.
Oh, it's a short week, that's why.
Allen gonna throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Whose house?
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team,
Whose house? Ram's house. Whose house? Ram's house. Whose house? Ram's house. Whose house? Ram's house.
Over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. To the right side, and complete to Atwell. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
They'll try and run for it with Evans. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 4. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Allen off the bootleg. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Allen now on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Josh Allen, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
Bro, everyone's freaking getting hurt.
He gets it to the 30. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this.
I have the freaking fatigue glitch.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. Callaway. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
He'll get 10.
Let's go.
It'll be second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, the Rams have 3 and 10 now on the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Last Friday night. Yeah, we danced on tabletops.
Off the bootleg, Callaway. That's complete, right around the 8. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, we danced on tabletops.
Operating from the gun, Callaway. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Did he have possession of that football?
And a big turnover.
I don't think he did.
Football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. If they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 7.
Hella glazing.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw, it's Allen. Throw out wide is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Queen is clamps.
Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, That's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said,
my starters have not touched the field.
6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatter, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right now,
that paper being ripped genuinely scared me.
They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Callaway. And that is it.
Oh my goodness.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice
Hands, buddy, hands.
An incomplete pass.
And it keeps
It's not your fault, Callaway.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Callaway. He's got Allen. And he sheds it. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And CD, that's the 2nd time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll toss this out right for Evans. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so,
literally, where are my
go
starters?
ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Callaway. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Where are my starters?
The Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Allen's throw is complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Option play. Here's Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Allen.
Hodges frickin' Tomlinson. Goat.
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized.
My offense got fucking paid time off, apparently.
It's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Throwing on first down. Callaway. And the Bills are going to get...
What happened to frickin' quick draw?
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards.
What does quick draw even do? Right.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Looking to throw on second down. Callaway. That's caught by McCutcheon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callaway. They set up the screen to Hill. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On second down, Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Callaway. Pressure from his right.
Bro. I need a fucking offensive starter on the field, aside from Callaway.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's Hardy. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way Kincaid, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Oh, this is blocked. And the big man, get the oxygen tank ready. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Sheds off the tackle, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Brother.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Callaway. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis.
I am Brandon Godin.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
That's cool.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running right, this is Abode.
Dog.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss.
Do you want me to get on my hands and fucking knees, dude? I need offensive starters.
And that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Callaway.
Like, I can't even run out of hurry up. Because if I do, I'm going to lose my starters for the whole game.
Confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That's taken at around the 40. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the
Wish Queen animated.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's cool that he didn't know. That's fine. I guess.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid.
I wish I had fucking starters.
Touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd down, Callaway. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Sick fucking pass, Callaway.
And intercepted. Fighting his way through contact.
I mean, he was wide open.
Great shape here as they take over.
And you throw the worst fucking pass of your life.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give
It's
one up here during
stupid.
the season, and in this case, zone coverage.
Like, for all intents and purposes, it's brain dead to do that.
Guys handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And the kick is
He made that?
a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his
That's
way.
unfucking believable.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick. And now
Not Callaway, but Hodges Tomlinson takes that out.
But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Callaway. And he'll go underneath here to Evans. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st down, Callaway. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red
I need
zone.
a fucking
Excellent
starter
throw.
on the field.
That may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
His impatience has
Davis.
been over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the 1st time.
Bro, why is Allen out fucking wide?
To buy his receivers a little extra time.
This is some
The
bullshit,
connection
dude.
Couldn't be made on that throw.
Back to throw again. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Just a gain of
I mean, if he's fucking hurt anyways. Or if they're not going to be starters on the field anyways.
Well, the field goal
Right.
was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. On 1st and 10, Callaway. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Justice Hill, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Oh my gosh.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going.
Brother, I need fucking starters!
Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The quarterback will keep it himself.
That's fucking stupid. He made the wrong read and he got bailed for it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
There you go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Callaway, a dump off now to Hill. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Are we not going to make a fucking play for the ball?
This time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Rams on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete.
I mean, I fit it in the tightest fucking window. Puka catches that, sadly. Sadly, Tutu Atwell just fucking blows.
They're going to take over in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Oh, and now fucking Queen gets hurt. That's awesome.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.